What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Hey, hey, hey. Happy hump day. Mm. Baby, it is hump day. And we got some things to discuss, honey. We got some things to discuss. Hey to the people coming in. Please hit that like button as you walk in the door. We about to get started. Honey, I had to push it back, baby, because I was over at Pam's house. I was getting us some intel. Okay. I was over at Pam's house getting us some intel. So I had to come get the intel and I had to run over here real quick. All right. Hey, Ebs. You missed your debut over here yesterday, honey. Did y'all tell Ebs that she had a debut over here yesterday? Oh, shoot. Happy put a time off for July. Hey. Well, I debuted a new segment yesterday. I'm surprised the people didn't come and tell you. Because you know sometimes the people be snitching. I debuted a new segment called We Don't Care. I debuted a new segment called We Don't Care. Okay? The people said, no, you didn't put Abby up there. I said, who else would be up there but Abby? It was the perfect picture. Okay. That's so correct. Exactly. All right, you guys. Sorry about that. I was finishing up. I was finishing up eating my dinner. All right, let's get this party started. So listen, y'all know we have been watching some things over here. One of the things we have been watching, I guess, I don't know, want to say the downfall of Diddy, but I guess for lack of a better word, or lack of a better way of explaining it, is the downfall of Diddy. Okay. So there was another lawsuit filed against Sean Diddy Combs. Okay. And we're going to talk a little bit about that. And then we are going to get into the update on the Tasha K, Kevin Hart, Maisha, what's her last name? Kevin Hart's assistant, Maisha situation. And baby, that's juicy. Okay. I thought this Diddy situation was juicy, but baby, that is the appetizer. Okay. Wait till we get to the Kevin Hart situation. That is the main dish. Okay. Why y'all ain't tell me my TV was on? Y'all couldn't hear my TV? All right. All right. Sorry about that, you guys. I had to finish up. Okay. So you guys know, starting at, what was that, like right before Thanksgiving, I guess, maybe a couple of weeks before Thanksgiving. Um, we started with the Diddy situation. I'll never forget getting the phone calls, my phone blowing up, and all of the things as it relates to Sean Combs and Cassie. And we know from there it was just a downward spiral. Last week, Diddy settled his lawsuit with the parent company to Ciroc, and he no longer has any dealings with Ciroc. He doesn't own any interest in Ciroc. He's no longer a spokesperson for Ciroc. All of those things. And so we know that financially. We also talked about all of the different organizations that he is no longer connected to, the charter school in New York and some of the other brands that that Diddy was connected to. So this is just another, I'm going to say another situation that Diddy is dealing with. So we have and this one is a copyright infringement. So I'm not going to we're not gonna get in. I mean, copyright law, you know. Hold on. Wait a minute. All right, hold on. Sorry about that, you guys. So we're not gonna get into all of the copyright law and all that because you know that's just not that daggone interesting. But we are gonna go over this lawsuit. So I'm reading this from Hip Hop Wired. And it's dated today. Diddy is facing a new lawsuit from a man named Charles Kenyatta Jr., who is accusing the Bad Boy Records founder of trademark infringement and breach of contract. In court documents obtained by All Hip Hop, Kenyatta Jr., who was an inmate at Collins Correctional Facility, says Diddy infringed upon his trademark on Act Bad by releasing a song by the same name last year. Kenyatta Jr. says Diddy stopped responding to emails from his lawyer after bringing up the trademark. Sean Combs made a song called Act Bad and wanted to sell Act Bad merchandise, a percentage of the net profits for recording song and music videos, also a percentage of merchandise, t-shirts, hats, etc. Kenyatta explained in the filing. The filing adds that being in jail, Kenyatta Jr. couldn't sign the contract and therefore Diddy should have forwarded it to his power of attorney. Secondly, it was another person's name on the contract that had to be removed. The percentage was not to the plaintiff's liking. There was no upfront or advance monetary, and it was a bunch of miscellaneous things the plaintiff wanted to be removed off of the contract. So it sounds like Mr. Kenyatta has the copyright for Act Bad. I don't know if he owned the company called Act Bad. I'm not sure all the details on how he had this copyright. Diddy came out with a song last year. Remember when he renamed himself Love and he came out with the song with City Girls and somebody else last year, and they were going to do like a whole Act Bad campaign. So it sounds like Diddy did his due diligence and found out that there was a copyright, and he was going to pay Kenyatta for the rights to use the copyright. However, it sounds like when Diddy found out this man was in jail, he felt like, oh, well, he in jail. I don't really have to deal with him like that. But no, sir, he's in jail, but he has a power of attorney, which means that even though he can't sign a contract while he was in jail, his power of attorney, which is the reason why you have a power of attorney, can. So let me finish reading. He further argued the defendant, Sean Combs and John Doe, had a scheme to illegally squeeze out plaintiff Charles Kenyatta Jr. from the contract. Plaintiff's lawyer told defendant Sean Combs' lawyer, John Doe, has no ownership of Act Bad and should not be on the contract. A few weeks after that, the defendant, Sean Combs and John Doe, were on stage performing the song Act Bad together after defendant Sean Combs and John Doe signed contract without Charles Kenyatta Jr.'s consent. The defendant, Sean Combs, use of trademark caused confusion as to the affiliation connection. So the John Doe isn't listed, but I guess by process of elimination, we can figure out who John Doe is if he was performing the song with Diddy, I guess. So here's my issue. And again, we know that Diddy has made a history of trying to get over on people. So do I believe that Diddy could possibly have been trying to get over on this man? Yeah, sure. We know he does it all the time, or he has done it all the time. John Doe is fabulous. Thank you, Xavier. So it sounds like you knew. It'd be different if you didn't know, like if you didn't do your due diligence and you just didn't know. It sounds like you absolutely knew this man had some legal rights. And you thought that because he was in jail that you could either A, totally just ignore him and what he had a right to, or B, lowball him and he would be happy to get a little bit of change that you threw at him. I want us to remember that all of this happened last year before the Cassie allegations, before all of that happened. This happened prior to all of that. So Sean Diddy Combs was still Sean Diddy Combs. You understand what I'm saying? And so I think that's what it sounds like to me now. If y'all have a different interpretation, again, I don't have the actual lawsuit in front of me. We're just going by the way the article is writing it. But it sounds like that Sean Combs or his attorneys, I'm sure he didn't do it personally, found out that there was a copyright and tried to lowball Charles Kenyatta on the copyright and did not contact his power of attorney, who was in a position to negotiate the terms of this contract. Abby said, not the inmate can't get the good noodles out of the commissary and want Diddy to pay up. Listen, but it sounds like Mr. Kenyatta ain't no dummy either. You know what I'm saying? The guy suing him is J69 ex-girlfriend, baby. Brooklyn. I don't know who J69 is. Okay. The guy suing him is J69 ex-girlfriend's baby father. Hold on. J69 ex-girlfriend's baby father. J69's ex-girlfriend's baby father. That's a lot of connecting the dots. But clearly this is somebody. So I thank you, Brooklyn, for that information. So this sounds like this is somebody who is connected to the music industry, who's no dummy. Okay, that's what it sounds like. Thank you, Brooklyn. I don't know who J69 is. Tekashi 69. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me do that again. So Tekashi 69, ex-girlfriend's baby daddy. Okay. So Tekashi 69, the rapper, his ex-girlfriend, the father of her child. That's who this dude is. The girl who Cardi B. Oh my goodness, it's too merged. It's too merged. Thank y'all for the information though, because I didn't know. I didn't know who this guy was. But it sounds like he's no dummy. And it sounds like he knows what he has, and he knows how valuable it was, and he knows that Diddy tried to do him wrong. Okay. And his lawyer filed a lawsuit. Child, Diddy, I don't know how much more you got left in petty cash. I don't know how much more you got left in petty cash, but you need to just go on and get rid of this. You need to go and call that man power of attorney and find out what he wants. The song wasn't even no hit. Just find out what he wants. I don't know what you got left in petty cash. Find out what them people want. Right, Abby. That man got enough to get. Diddy got enough to get that man the good noodles out the commissary. He can get him the good razor, the good. I mean, now that's what we was gonna talk about today, but baby, Pam Esquire. Baby, let me tell you something. That was the appetizer. I need y'all to cleanse y'all palates. Y'all gonna clear away the table. Y'all take that appetizer up off the table. I'll keep y'all posted if there's anything to keep posted, child. I feel like that's gonna go away real easy. I feel like Diddy gonna call the lawyer. Did you say, hold on? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Ooh, thank you, Pam. Mm. I got a conspiracy theory on it, but we're gonna leave that one right down. Okay. I'll mention it. I'll just go ahead and mention it. Because I know y'all gonna be like, what? Bishop Whitehead just announced that the third man that was allegedly responsible for robbing him, and I'm not saying allegedly like I don't believe it. I'm saying allegedly because the man was never convicted of nothing. Okay, allegedly robbed his church, was just unalived by the police. So he's supposed to be speaking on that right now. But y'all, we ain't got time for that. We got some better stuff over here, honey. We got some better stuff over here. Clear the table. That was the appetizer. Baby, we got a main dish coming, and it is a porterhouse steak. Okay, listen. You know, y'all know Pam, my friend, and sometimes Pam be burying the lead. I was on the phone with Pam, and Pam said, "Girl, I got this situation, and it's good, it's juicy." And I said, "Okay, girl, I'll be over there." Baby Pam ain't tell me how juicy this steak was, baby. Ooh, this juicy steak. Okay. I don't want to hype it up too much because then y'all gonna be like, that wasn't nothing. So let me just tell you. Okay. So let me just go ahead and get this Whitehead. Let me just go and get this Whitehead out the way since we talking about Whitehead. A little birdie on my shoulder told me earlier today that the foreclosure on Whitehead's house is final. Okay. So I don't know. Somebody go by UPS and pick up the boxes. I don't know. So Tasha K interviewed Kevin Hart's former assistant a few weeks ago. We talked about this over the Christmas break. I remember because I was in Michigan with my niece. So I know it was that week between Christmas and New Year when this whole thing popped off. Kevin Hart decided that he was going to sue Tasha K for defamation, and he sued the assistant because he said she violated the NDA. Now, it seemed to be that he was fixated on the part about him potentially having criminal charges as it related to that extortion situation. The assistant said that she gave some excuse about why the NDA didn't apply. I don't even remember no more. Because here's the thing: nobody watched the interview, Kevin. If you had just shut up, it would have blown over. Because I didn't listen. I do this, Kevin. Kevin, come here. I do this. Okay, this is my part-time job over here, and I'm telling you, when stuff make ripples in celebrity news and gossip, and when stuff is a boof, a thud, baby, that interview was a thud, Kevin. You really should have let it blow over. You really should have let it blow over. I don't even think Tasha K had put that interview on YouTube. I think it was only behind her paywall. And when stuff is behind her paywall, the only people that see it are the people who subscribe to TashaK.com. And if a blogger like myself decides that I'm going to tell y'all what was happening, what was said, okay? So you really, really should have just shut up because nobody cared. I'm just going to tell you the thing. I'm going to tell you what I know and not what I heard, okay? I'm telling you what I know and not what I heard. Kevin, nobody cared. But you brought your ass down here and you decided you was going to sue Tasha K. Another reason why this was stupid is because you can't do nothing with Tasha K. Number one, you can't do nothing with Tasha K because she is in bankruptcy. And as long as she is in bankruptcy, any of these lawsuits that y'all keep trying to throw at her, they just go in a holding pattern. That's number one. And number two, even if you win, sir, you do realize that she got a $4 million bill in front of you. You do know that, right? You do know that Cardi B is sitting at the front door like this. So I didn't even understand why you went through all of this. So then we found out, and we talked about this last week, but again, I didn't even make a big deal about it because I was like, this is stupid. Kevin Hart filed for a temporary restraining order, aka a TRO, against Tasha K and his assistant. He wanted Tasha K to take that interview down. There is something in that interview that is just pissing him off. Okay? And I don't think it's what he says it is. He's making it seem like he's upset because the lady said that he had criminal charges. And he's saying that that's a lie, that's a lie, that's a lie. I don't think that's what you mad about, Kevin. But it don't matter what you were mad about because, baby, your assistant gave you 500 other reasons to be even madder. Okay, your assistant gave you 500 reasons to be mad. Let's talk about it. Now, Pam, shout out to Pam, the Law Intellect Esquire over there on her channel. Is Tracy in here? If Tracy's in here, I don't remember the name of Pam. What's the name of your backup, your new channel? I forgot the name of it, y'all. Pam, if you here, or Deb, if you here, Deb, you're a mod. If you're here, you can drop the link. Can you drop the link to Pam? For a lot of, for those of y'all who are subscribed to Pam, you may or may not know she started a separate channel, and she started that separate channel so that y'all know when stuff like the Melly trial comes up and we streaming it and all that stuff. She can put other stuff over there that in case get flagged, she not putting her channel. Y'all know how we do, okay? Y'all know how we like to, be messy and be streaming stuff. Y'all know how we like to do. The Law Intellects. So the social media juries. Thank you, Marnie. Thank you. Pam, Tracy about to drop it. So y'all please make sure y'all go ahead and grab that link when Tracy drops it and subscribe to Pam's other channel. So you can get the tea over there too. The other tea. The tea that's over there too. All right. Well, Tasha K just respond, like Tasha K got an attorney, and basically Tasha K's attorney pretty much responded with I'm in bankruptcy, right? I'm in bankruptcy, right? There it is right there. Thank you, Tracy. Social media jurors. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Pam's backup channel, okay? Well, y'all, Kevin Hart's former assistant said, I got time today. And she responded to Kevin Hart's and Kevin Hart's attorney. Maybe she told it, and she told it all. Remember Usher said it, if I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it all. You remember when Usher said that? Remember Usher, he said, if I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it. That's what she said. Maisha said, well, you wanted it. Here it is. Here I am, baby. Signed, sealed, delivered. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm having a whole music moment. Let's get into it. Now, I'm not going to read this whole lawsuit, but baby, when I was listening to Pam go through this letter, the lady responded and she wrote a letter to the judge. And in the letter to the judge, baby, she was telling it. And I just think that Kevin Hart is having a second thought today. I think Kevin Hart said, damn, maybe this was not the best decision. Maybe I didn't think this through. See, when you know somebody know where the bodies are buried, you got to be careful how you move. You got to be careful how you move. Now, we about to get into this. Hold on, y'all, because we about to get into this. Hold on. Because I want to scroll down to the letter. If y'all want to go through all of it, y'all going to have to go over to all of it. We ain't going through all of it. Y'all know if y'all want the legal piece of this, y'all go over to Pam and let Pam give y'all the legal, okay? We gonna get into the, My Nana always said, it's not what people say, it's what you answer to. You better say it again. Your Nana was right. Okay, let's share it. So first of all, this is how we already know what we dealing with. Let me show you. First of all, it's 200 people in this room. I know we got 150 likes. And if we don't, can we get the likes up, please? We about to get into some good stuff right now, okay? And then we coming back. And then I'm coming back. I'm giving y'all 2 Tasha K's in one night. I know y'all better hit that like button. It is a free way to support the channel, y'all. It is free, $99. But let's share this screen. Let's share this screen. Let's look at this. All right, let's look at this. First of all, we already know that we dealing with Thugnificent right here. Y'all see this right here? I don't want to hold up there too long because it got people phone number and stuff. But y'all see how she just hand wrote this? She just hand wrote it. She said, ain't nobody got time for a typewriter. Ain't nobody got time for a word processor, Microsoft Word, Google Docs. Ain't nobody got time for all of that. I'm just gonna handwrite it. And then she wrote, she said, look, I wasn't even served. I wasn't even served. This on the screen. She said, I just came home from work and it was sitting on my door. You didn't serve me. It just showed up. That's how you already know what we're about to deal with right now. That is how you already know what you about to deal with right now. Okay, now let's scroll down to this letter. Because like I said, they go to legal. Okay, let's get to this letter. Oh. Dear Judge Honorable J. Fuji. I don't know if that's how you say it, but that's how we're going to pronounce it tonight. She said, Dear Judge Honorable J. Fuji, I am asking that the court dismiss the temporary restraining order requested by Kevin Hart. Since going on the Tasha K, not the Tasha K show, but since going on the Tasha K, I have been harassed by people who represent Kevin Hart. A guy named Mike. A guy named Mike. She don't even have Mike's last name. A guy named Mike, Dante Mills, and Lennox Edwards have been harassing me. And she didn't say have been. She just said been harassing me. I had to file a harassment report with the LAPD and the city of Glendale after receiving harassing calls and threats from capital A, guy named Mike, Dante Mills, and Lennox Edwards. Now listen, listen. Right. Pam said alleged gangsters don't give last names. She said a man named Mike. T. Jones said Grammarly is free, and it is. It is. And it is. Say his name Mike. Everybody know Mike. All right, y'all, let's keep going. On November the 20th of 2023, around 3 p.m. to 3:30 p.m., I received a call from a phone number. Okay, sorry, this is not redacted, child. Please don't call people phone number. Okay. Okay. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me see what it said. When I called the number back, I don't know what that first line is. I just don't want that phone number to stay up on the screen. When I called the number back, blah, 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 come after me and my daughter if the video wasn't taken down. I guess that's what Mike said. He was going to come after her and her daughter if that video wasn't taken down. Mike asked me about a recent video I did with a YouTuber named Tasha K. He kept asking, what your number? Meaning money, in order for me to take the video down. I told him this is extortion. And I know not to give you a number. Kevin is the king of extortion. I told him this is a scam and a setup. I told him not to call me anymore because this is harassment and he threatened me and my daughter. He kept calling me every time he would start the call with, what's your number? He was getting frustrated because I wouldn't give him a number. I knew not to give him a number. This is what Kevin does. He sets people up with extortion. Mike said, if this video was not taken down, do you know what gonna happen? I said, no. I'm just hearing this conversation in my head, y'all. Mike said, Kevin pays a group of men. Kevin pays a group of men. He said it as if it was some kind of hierarchy. He said, now this video gets out and Kevin loses money. Because of it, some guys are going to come after you and your daughter. I told him, don't you ever threaten my daughter. The next day, I went to the Glendale Police Department to file an in-person police report. The police officer advised me to block the calls and not to answer any unknown numbers or private calls. On November the 21st, it's just I don't know. I guess that's an I. Sent an email to Kevin's attorney, James Adams, Seth Horowitz, and Andrew Bretler. Please see attached email. I received an email from Dante Mills. He sent over a forwarded email that I didn't send him. I only sent the email to Kevin Hart's lawyers. I know Dante called me as well. And then, okay, we're going to scroll past that. He called me. He emailed me not to give him a call back. When I called Dante back, he said he received a call. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. He said he received a call. When I called Dante back, he received a call from a woman asking for money for a video. I cut him off and said, nope, you're not about to do this to me. This is extortion, and hung up. He later emailed me. Please see attached email. I sent him Bali's contact information after Bali asked me to put in contact with Dante. I don't know who the hell Bali is. Okay. He said Dante is a childhood friend he grew up with in Philadelphia. I was receiving phone harassing phone calls, emails, and texts up until December the 5th of 2023. The last call I received was from a guy named Lennox Edwards. When I called him back, why are you calling these people back? When I called him back, he said he was calling on behalf of Dante Mills. He said he wanted to talk a deal with me on behalf of Tasha K. But I have to act fast. He said, we have an offer, but you have to make the deal today. I said, this is extortion. I think you're trying to set up Tasha K. I told him I could talk to him. This is harassment. I think she meant to say couldn't talk to him. This is harassment, and told him not to contact me anymore. And I told him to tell Dante not to have anyone from his office contact me ever again. Okay, so let me come back to the chat for a second, child. That's a whole lot. Okay. It sound like there were 3 rounds of people trying to call her. They started with Mike, and then Dante, and then Lennox. I don't understand why you kept answering the phone. Now, listen, Maisha, I'm not saying that you deserve to be harassed. I'm just trying to figure out why you were still answering these people's phone calls. I just don't know. But okay, girl. Again, that don't mean it's okay for them to harass you, girl. That don't mean it's okay for them to harass you, okay? Whew, child. Let's get back to this letter. I left Heartbeat in July of 2020. The contract Kevin is referring to. Wait a minute, hold on. She jumped. Okay. I left Heartbeat in July of 2020. The contract Kevin is referring to in October was not a non-disclosure agreement. I was mentally unstable during the time I quit due to emotional distress I suffered from Heartbeat and a personal issue. Wait a minute, whoa, Maisha. First of all, you dropped to a contract. You said that the contract was not a non-disclosure agreement. Then what the hell was it? If it wasn't an NDA, what the hell was it, girl? I quit due to emotional distress I suffered from Heartbeat and a personal issue. I accepted this under extreme mental duress. What did you accept? I agreed to this contract because Kevin agreed to pay for my medicine and health care if I signed this document. Girl, what the document? When I quit, Kevin had called my sister, Shanina Shakes, because I had texted his wife, Aniko, and that Kevin was cheating on her and sent her a photo. When I quit, Maisha, you skipping shit. When I quit, Kevin called my sister Shanika Shakes because I had texted his wife Aniko that Kevin was cheating on her and sent her a photo of the pulled out couch that I had cleaned. Shortly after I quit, I changed my phone number. Well, then how did Mike, Dante, and Lennox get your damn phone number if you changed it? It's a lot going on in this letter, Maisha. It's a lot going on. Okay. So Kevin couldn't contact me. Shanisha called my mom, Beverly Cox, and told her Kevin just yelled at her because I sent Aniko a text that Kevin was cheating. She said Kevin said to call him. I called Kevin back. Maybe that's how he got her number. When I did, he was screaming so loud at me, my phone's broken. He was screaming so loud at me, my phone's broken. It only works on speaker or with earplugs in. I feel like there's supposed to be a period. It's supposed to be a transition somewhere in there. But okay, I'm trying not to get caught up in that, y'all. I just wanted to make sense. I just wanted to make sense. Okay, just trying to make it make sense for the people. Okay, all right. Kevin said, I'm going to blacklist you from the industry. You will never get a job in Hollywood. Why would you tell my wife I'm cheating on her? You said you will never get a job in Hollywood again. Oh, he said you will never get a job in Hollywood again. I said, is that a threat? I said, well, I guess we both won't be working in Hollywood once I tell the world you paid Jared $4 million to take the fault. I think you meant fall for the car accident in 2019. Now, let me put a pin right there. Y'all remember when Kevin Hart got into that really bad car accident a couple of blocks from his house? People always said that there was something fishy about that situation. Y'all remember? Y'all remember people always said it was something a little fishy about that whole car accident? Well, she's saying she's saying that it was. Okay, let me go back to it. Okay. Once I tell the world you paid Jared $4 million to take the fault for the car accident in 2019, I said the crash happened less than seconds from the exit of your gated entrance. I said know exactly why Jared came into the office on or around December the 17th of 2019. I heard your conversation from my office. The walls are thin. Jared came into the office to collect the rest of his funds from the accident. There wasn't insurance on the car. How you have insurance on your car? LaShante called the insurance adjuster to post date the vehicle's insurance. Who is LaShante? Damn. Who is LaShante? And who is post dating? How are you a millionaire and you don't have insurance on your car? What in the hell? I said, and Daniel, your security guard, asked me why I was eavesdropping. He said, you know, he here, HERE, to oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Let me shut up because that was right that time. You know he's here to collect the rest of them funds. I said, what funds? He said the rest of the funds for taking the fault for the accident. He said Kevin paid Jared $4 million to take the blame for the accident. I said, what? I knew I wasn't tripping. That's exactly what I just heard Kevin say through the wall. He said, think about it. If you see Kevin's back, you would know he was driving. He wasn't sober though. Kevin called security to come and get him. The accident happened less than 2 minutes from Kevin's house. That's why security got there in time to pull him out. He said him and Jared made a deal in the car. Security came and pulled Kevin out the driver's side of the window and took him home. I said, wow, that makes so much sense. We had to look through all his paperwork to try to find his car insurance that he didn't have on the vehicle. If Kevin would have passed away during the car accident, Tory Hart is his beneficiary. I asked him after the accident if he wanted to change it to keep it the same. He said, keep it the same. Keep Tory Hart as his beneficiary. Okay, y'all, we got a lot to unpack. Hold on, let me come back to the chat. We have a lot to unpack with this one. Okay, so first of all, why the hell was the bodyguard worried about you eavesdropping at the door if he was just going to tell you the whole damn thing? Why would the bodyguard be like, what you doing listening at the door? Oh, wait a minute, let me tell you everything they talking about. That what? Child. And who the hell is Lashante? Is that another assistant? Is that his secretary? Like, who is Lashante calling the insurance? And why are you a millionaire and you don't have a car insured? Listen, I just bought a car a couple of months ago and I couldn't drive the car off the lot without getting it insured. I literally called my insurance company while I was at the car lot and got insurance on my car before I left the lot. I'm confusion. And I don't miss nothing bad. I mean, I don't wish nothing bad on people, but can y'all imagine the mess that would have happened had Kevin Hart passed away and Tory Hart was his beneficiary? Bitch. Right, Pam. She tore out a piece of her diary. Listen, and that's what I'm saying, Kevin. You opened the door for this. When you filed that TRO, she said, oh, if I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it. Oh, she said, I'm not gonna just talk about this TRO, baby. I'm telling everything I thought I couldn't say to Tasha K. I'm telling everything that I didn't think I could tell Tasha K. I'm putting it in the TRO. I'm just gonna tell it. Your secrets. What was that song by Alicia Keys' Diary? Baby. Tory Hart said that her and Kevin still have a lot of business dealings. I believe it. I mean, and here's the thing: she is the mother of two of his children, so I can understand. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. They are minor children. God forbid something happens to him; those kids would have been, been with her full time. So I mean, I understand that she's um in his will somehow. You know what I mean? That doesn't totally shock me, but it's just the point. Like, girl. Oh, he's definitely got to have more than one policy. I'm sure he does. And again, it makes sense that he would have. It makes sense that she would be. It makes sense. It definitely makes sense. I'm just being silly. It makes perfect sense. Oh Lord, child. It's a whole situation. Okay, all right. Pam said, "I wish Dan would have his ex as a beneficiary." Listen, now that's between, that's between, that's, but I ain't in that. I ain't in that. Who ain't in that? Woo, let me go back to this letter. Mm. Oh gosh. Okay. Also, told Kevin I would tell the world. He asked me if I was wearing any panties under a robe provided by the company. I said I would tell everyone how you came in my office with you black Versace boxer briefs on and an open collar shirt with no shirt under. An open collar shirt with no shirt under. Okay, I guess she mean no t-shirt. Asking me if your shirt looks good. Lastly, I told him I would tell the world how he kept asking me if I talked to or slept with married men. Girl, you should have sued him for sexual harassment. You'd already been paid. You wouldn't have to worry about breaking your NDA and nothing else. All you had to do was tell him you was gonna sue him for sexual harassment. That's all you had to tell him, girl. That you was gonna sue him for sexual harassment. You wouldn't have had to worry about none of that. That sounds like a pretty clear case to me. I mean, I ain't nobody's attorney, but I'm just saying. Anyway, Kevin wanted to keep me silent. That's why you see a signed contract between him and I after the date I quit. I quit in July, but we signed a contract in October of 2020 after I quit working for Heartbeat. The contract between us is in October was to keep me quiet. Well, ma'am, that is what an NDA is. It is a non-disclosure agreement, meaning that you can non-disclose. But neither here nor there, child. Neither here nor there. Okay. Okay. All right. Then she attached a bunch of stuff. Now, we ain't going to go through every single thing, child, because Lord knows. But we're going to go through some of this stuff. Okay. Now, again, like I said, Maisha chose violence. Kevin, you really should have shut what we like to call the F up because, sir, sir, sir. Okay. Let's look at a few of these exhibits. So this, okay, these are text messages to Aniko. You see that's Kevin Hart's wife up there, Aniko. Child, I can't read that little handwriting. Child, what it say? It says, haha, she doesn't even look like one. She looks like a model. I guess I can't employ pretty people. I would think I would get a little more credit than that. It's my office. I'm a pretty smart guy last time I checked. Hit me after you talk. I don't know. Okay. Hi, Miss Hart. I can't leave without telling you this parking security called me to tell me that on June the 26th of 2020, that Mr. Hart was in the office with 3 different women that looked like high-paid escorts. She said they stayed upstairs for stayed, I'm sure is what she meant to say, upstairs for hours. It's not his wife. It doesn't look good for his image. The one she called me about on June the 26th and said she was kind of tall with blonde curly hair. I called Mr. Hart to inform him on what was told to me, and he said he's working on a wellness line for vital hustle for women. That's why he had pretty women in the office. He said I can't employ pretty people. What struck me as odd, I went to the office to look at the TV. Mike, I guess that's Mike, hung on the wall in my office. Mr. Hart's couch was extended back. I didn't even know it extended. It also had white stain. Ooh. Mm. Mm. And 2 shot glasses were in his kitchen sink. One had lipstick on it. The shower was used and there were towels in the hamper. When you called me on June the 27th asking me if you had packages in the office, I panicked. I asked the building if they could hold on, clean his office. They said no, they don't have cleaners on the weekend. I went on Sunday to clean his office. By the time you picked up your packages that Monday, I had cleaned his office myself, even though Mr. Hart told me about his wellness line. I didn't believe him. Here's a picture of the messy. She just sent a picture of the couch, y'all. And a screenshot of our convo. I wouldn't trust this Morgan girl. Here's another one. Hey, Miss Hart. It's Maisha. I know that I'm the last person you want to hear from, but I just wanted to say I'm so sorry. It was not my place to text you, and I'm sorry. I had some personal things going on in my life. I suffer from PTSD, depression, and anxiety. I recently had to get help, and therapy is helping me a lot. I'm so sorry if I hurt you. That wasn't my intent. These are just the text messages again. Child, that's the couch. We're going to keep scrolling past that couch. Don't nobody want to see that couch. There's phone numbers. We're going to keep scrolling past the phone numbers. We're going to keep scrolling past the phone numbers. Okay, so this is, okay. Who is this? Please ask Tasha to take her video down. Which video? And then I guess those are links to Instagram and TikTok. It says, I'm going to keep everything as is and move forward with Tasha posting the interview. Thank you for reaching out to me, though. More phone numbers, child. I guess she's just showing a call log that these people keep calling her. There's these people keep calling her. These people keep calling her. These people keep calling her. All right. Here's the email to Dante. Hi, Dante. After this email, you will be blocked from contacting me. Lennon said, I guess that's supposed to be Lennox, said he called in regards to Tasha K. I recorded the call. It sounded like Lennon is trying to set Tasha K up. Please know all of my calls are being recorded. I will be reaching out to the bar to have you disbarred. I will also be sending them a recorded call I received from Lennon today. I really think she means Lennox. Bally said he knows you, and he has been friends with Kevin for 25 years. I know not to trust him or you. I will be reporting this and the call to the police as well. Please do not contact me or send me another email. If so, I will be getting a restraining order against you. I'm asking not to be contacted. This is harassment. My attorney will be in contact with Kevin's other attorney, not you. So Dante is one of Kevin's attorneys, allegedly. Okay, that's just more documentation that these people, they're showing that she went to the police department and filed police reports. Here's an email. Let me see what this email is. Okay. I'm out of office for Thanksgiving and will return to our office when our offices reopen on the 27th. We have limited. Okay, this is just an email about the threatening messages. Okay. So she attached all of her documentation. Listen, on November the 20th, around 3. Attachment number also received. Okay, she already read this. When I called the number back, I spoke to a guy named Mike who said that he was either a bookie or a broker. There's a big difference between a bookie and a broker. I felt uncomfortable during this call, so I recorded the conversation I had with him. I felt like the call was coming off as a threat. Mike was asking about a recent video that was posted I did with a blogger named Tasha K. He also stated what's my number, meaning money, for me to take the video down, which I felt he shouldn't have even asked me that question at all. He was calling on behalf of Kevin. I know Kevin gave whoever this guy Mike is my number because he mentioned something during the call that only Kevin and I know about. Can you please tell Mike not to contact me anymore? The call felt like threatening, and I've been on edge all day due to this call. Mike also reached out to Tasha K. All right, I'm going to stop right there. Y'all get the gist. Y'all get the point, okay? This woman attached a whole lot to this information. Let me just say this. Let me give y'all my 2-cent breakdown on this whole situation, okay? Kevin, you really should have just let this go. Now, Maisha, if you don't have an attorney in real life, girl, you do need to get one, okay? If you don't have an attorney in real life, you really don't want to fight this battle by yourself. And that's just real talk, okay? You want to find you an attorney. Okay? Now, this is just for the TRO, a temporary restraining order. But I feel like she used this as another opportunity to expose Kevin Hart. Whether people want to believe what she's saying or not, I believe that there is truth in this. Some of what she's saying, I think some of what she's saying. Okay, let me tell y'all what I think. I think a lot of what she's saying has some truth to it, allegedly, in my opinion. But I don't think she's being 100% truthful about how she got some of this information. Like the whole thing about Jared and the car accident. I don't know if she was really, if the bodyguard told her all of that. Like the security guard, she said that the security guard at the front gate told her all this stuff. Like, these people do this stuff for a living. Why would the security guard tell you all of that? I ain't saying she lied. I'm just saying I would have questions. But neither here nor there, baby. She let it, listen, she got the clip fully loaded, okay? No, she don't. We need her to get us some of the documents to verify her teeth, then get an attorney. Tracy, you so messy. You know what? Course correction, that's a good question. Is she a scorn lover? I was your lover and your secretary. I mean, listen, the songs are just in my head tonight. I don't know what to tell y'all. Child, I got questions. I ain't gonna lie, I got questions. Now, again, do I think a lot of what she's saying has some truth embedded in it? Allegedly, maybe, sure. But I do have some questions, Maisha. Now listen, I need y'all to hit that like button. I just wanted to come down here and give y'all a little bit of this and a little bit of that. That was a bonus. Thank you, Pam. I appreciate you as always for sending me that information, honey. Now, if you want the legal, that's just my opinion. If y'all want the legal opinion, y'all gotta go over there and y'all gotta catch Pam and what Pam had to say. Pam gave the whole legal breakdown of it. Okay, you gotta go hear Pam's legal opinion. I'm not nobody's attorney. I am nobody's attorney. Okay. But Pam did say if this go to court, she gonna be there. That's what Pam said. Pam said if it go to court, she gonna be there. Okay. With that being said, I'm about to hop off of here because listen, we're gonna be right back tonight to talk about Tasha K talking to Martell Holt. And now I debated about whether I wanted to have this conversation, but child, why not? Okay. So she dropped it at 7 o'clock. So I'm about to go listen to it and take my notes, and then I'll be back. I think I scheduled that live for 10 o'clock. I may come earlier. If it ain't a whole lot, I may come earlier if I get through it faster. I just wasn't sure how long the interview was and all that good stuff. So if I get through it faster, we might be back earlier. What's up, Star? If Pam goes, we're gonna say, yeah, we're gonna definitely send Pam lunch money. We sure are. We sure are. Thank you, Tyra. Thank you, everybody. Please hit the like button on your way out the door. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That subscribe button, excuse me. And we'll be back in about we'll be back somewhere between an hour and a half to 2 hours, child. All right. Peace.